Hi everyone, we've got some major legal news today to unpack. And this could really open the gates for the democratization of wealth even further this year. The Supreme Court just dropped a bombshell ruling, and the big news is that the court overturned the Chevron Doctrine. Yep, that decades-old rule that gave government agencies lots of power to interpret the laws that they enforce. So basically, if a law was somewhat unclear, agencies could decide what it meant, and then courts had to go along with it as long as their interpretation was reasonable. Okay, what's reasonable? Well, anyway, we'll leave that one alone. But the court said no more. They argued that agencies shouldn't have so much power, Gary Gensler, and that the courts should be the ones to decide what the law means. What does this mean for the SEC, who's been issuing warnings, launching investigations, and imposing fines as if they were paid per tweet about it? This ruling is almost like it's like having Gandalf show up declaring, "You shall not pass," to these arbitrary SEC regulations. You know, with the court stepping in, there could be clearer guidelines, less harassment, and maybe now crypto entrepreneurs can just focus on innovation instead of constantly having to watch behind their backs. Now, this new ruling basically says, hey, SEC, maybe you're not the ultimate authority on what the heck these laws mean. You know, before, the SEC had a lot of leeway to interpret what securities meant, often leaving the digital asset and crypto industry feeling like they were playing some type of gambling game. But now, the courts will have more of a say in interpreting these laws. For the SEC, this could mean a pretty substantial slowdown. Their relentless pace of crypto crackdowns and, arbitrary decisions. But anyway, don't break out the champagne just yet, because this doesn't mean an immediate end to all of the regulatory scrutiny. There's still a lot up in the air, but it does mean the industry has a fighting chance at more fair and predictable oversight. It's going to be less Wild West and more Law and Order, not the TV show, thankfully. So everyone in blockchain land, this Supreme Court decision might just be the decision that opens the gates to clearer and hopefully more fair regulations. So stay tuned, because this regulatory landscape is really on a roll, and I have a feeling things are going to be changing at lightning speed this year. And hopefully it's going to be in favor of innovation and tech, and yes, your favorite RWA tokens. So until next time, HODL strong, people.